Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting my research topic video, The Changing Waterfront of Jetties as World Cultural Heritage in Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. Before we go into the research paper, my name is Zulika binti Abidin. I'm from Malaysia. I'm studying in the Master of Architecture and Tourism, Faculty of Engineering, University Gajah Mada, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. For this topic of presentation overview, we will start from background studies, methodology, result and discussion. Case study number 1, Heritage Belief of Clan Jetties before listed 1960 until 1982, UNESCO in World Heritage Site Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. And case study number 2, Heritage Belief of Clan Jetties after listed 2008 until 2022, UNESCO in World Heritage Site Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. And the last one is conclusions. Let's start the history and development in the Straits of Malacca. Georgetown is the capital of the Malaysian state of Penang and the 8th most populous city proper in Malaysia. Located next to the Straits of Malacca, Georgetown was established as an entrepot by Francis Light of the East Indian Company in 1786 as the first British settlement in Southeast Asia. It grew rapidly in the early 19th century and becoming from port city to World Heritage Site Georgetown, Penang in 2007. The establishment of the port made Georgetown a center for global trading, attracting foreign merchants largely from China, India, and Arab countries. As a result, Georgetown developed a multi-ethnic society that still exists today. This diversity is reflected in the architecture of the city as well as its rich, intangible cultural heritage. The World Heritage Committee has underlined 3 outstanding universal value criteria specifically to evaluate potential sites to be inscribed into the World Heritage List Georgetown, Penang, which are criteria number 2, multicultural towns, exchange of Malay, Chinese and Indian culture, and 3, successive European colonial power for almost 500 years. Next, criteria number 3, multicultural tangible and intangible heritage, is expressed in the great variety of religious building, ethnic quarters, many language, worship, religious festival, art and music, food and daily life. And the last one is criteria number 4, multicultural architectures, is reflect a mixture of influence which have created a unique architecture cultural townscape without any parallel. Georgetown divided by 2 zones, which are core zone and buffer zones. The core zone is actual World Heritage area, and the buffer zone is the effective protection of the core zones. Let's move forward. Marginalization becoming part of World Cultural Heritage in Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. The Clan Jetties. Clan Jetties are water village with row of wooden houses on steel built over the sea and connected by blanket walkway which stretches along the southeast coastline of Georgetown. During the late 19th century, Chinese Hokkien immigrants with common surname and originated from the same hometown settled down here. During the peak of immigration wave at early 20th century, the jetty settlement expanded. Now, the Clan Jetties are included in the core area of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Georgetown and cherished as a part of Georgetown's heritage legacy. As the photo shows, the Clan Jetties in the 1950s and the Lim Jetty before World War II. There were originally 8 of such jetties, such as Ong Jetty, Lim Jetty, Q Jetty, Tan Jetty, Lee Jetty, New Jetty, and U Jetty, and 2 have been demolished, such as Ko Jetty and Ping Oi. Okay, methodologies. Problem statement of the research. The changes of component tourism occur at Clan Jetties before and after listed UNESCO in World Heritage Site in Georgetown, Penang. Purpose of the study: to study the change of component tourism in terms of accessibility, attraction and amenities. Heritage Village of Clan Jetties before 1960 until 1982 and after listed 2008 until 2022 UNESCO in World Heritage Site in Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia. My research objective was to find the change in terms of 3A, and my research question to resolve the related to the gradual development of the changes occurred in the waterfront of Clan Jetty, which leads to the recognition UNESCO as World Heritage Site in Georgetown. The chosen jetty of research location is Chu Jetty. Why I choose the Chu Jetty? Because Chu Jetty is the most populous and visited of the Clan Jetties water village. The jetty offers public boat shuttle service to reach ship park in the middle of the sea lanes, and its popular location for photograph and filmmaker to capture the friendly village land-back place with small sardine shop, hair salon, beverage, souvenir store lining in the narrow alley. The study will conduct qualitative case study method to identify the developing Clan Jetties as heritage village, World Heritage Site in Georgetown. Research framework shows there are 2 case studies. Case study number 1, Heritage Village of Chu Jetty before 1960 until 1982, listed UNESCO in World Heritage Site in Georgetown, Penang. And case study number 2, Heritage Village of Chu Jetty after 2008 until 2022, listed UNESCO in World Heritage Site Georgetown, Penang. The research will conduct by secondary data, primary data, and observation. The result and the discussion will discuss based on 3A, which are attraction, accessibility, and amenities. Okay, next result and the discussions. The map shows land use of Chu Jetty before described as World Heritage Site 1960 until 1982. There are 53 buildings of residential, 2 buildings of Chinese communal, and this era, Chen, 1982, in her thesis, The Jetty Dwellers of Penang Incorporated and Marginalization of an Urban Communities, was written in the 19th century, whereby many Chinese claimed focusing on Chu Jetty only as a survival community who work in loading and unloading boat. Okay, next, the map shows Chu Jetty after described as World Heritage Site 2008 until 2022. In here, we can see the huge difference of land use of Chu Jetty before and after inscribed as World Heritage Site. Based on observation, commercial activities at Chu Jetty increased 80% in a year 2008 until 2022. There are 60% of buildings that made into mixed-use property, commercial and residential, and 40% are residential. Okay, for this slide, I have divided in 2 columns, which Heritage Fishing Village before and after listed UNESCO in World Heritage Site in Georgetown, Penang. The result and the discussion will discuss based on 3A, which are accessibility, attraction, and amenities. Before we go further, this 3A, we will discuss briefly the history of social economy before and after UNESCO. As I explained before, the city was experiencing an economic boom. Merchants, traders, accountants, and labor were all drawn to Penang. Malay, Chinese, Indian, Eurasian, and other cultures have been merged together in metropolis to form a cosmopolitan melting pot. Fortunately, the jetties, including the Chu Jetties, are now part of Georgetown World Heritage Site in core area and are treasured to preserve as part of Georgetown cultural heritage legacy. Apart from being a tourist attraction, the Chu Jetty past significance as a Penang maritime crossing point has long been forgotten. The history social economy before UNESCO shows on the local sampans that carry passengers and foreign, many Chinese immigrants worked as a dock workers and boat captains. The shabby jetty were conducted over the river in an effort to keep them near to their job by the waterfront and to increase their chance of building local Chinese community. As a Chinese community have worked tirelessly to preserve a traditional way to active in urban environment while saying, contributing to the development of the Penang port for modern century. Previously, after UNESCO, most jetty residents work independently and from home. However, that time have passed, the younger generation have moved to manor house and a job to support their parents who still live there, and they return home as often as they can. After being designed a UNESCO World Heritage Site, those with more space have begun a homestay service, while others have opened a souvenir shops, coffee shop, museum, and some have then begun organizing boat tour for tourists. Okay, now let's start from accessibility. Accessibility I divided by 2, external and internal. There are 3 access by sea, by air, and by land. Before UNESCO, accessibility from Swettenham Pier Terminal to Penang Port by boat take around 30 minutes. Additional info, classmates work as a sampan man to send labour to other islands for fee 30 cents per trip. They are no accessible from air, and there are no bridge road to Georgetown Penang Island, only accessible by sea. 12 minutes by walking and 3 minutes by car from the Chu Jetty to the Swettenham Pier Terminal. After UNESCO, rail, road, and air transportation are all readily available. By sea, the largest cruise vessel in the world with the competitions of the new Swettenham Pier Cruise Terminal distant around 500 meters to the Chu Jetty. Also, there are Penang Georgetown Ferry distant around 300 meters to Chu Jetty. And Penang International Airport is 1 hour away by car to Chu Jetty, and for by land there are 2 bridge gateway to other parts of the country. Public bus walking 5 minutes to Chu Jetty, the cycle rickshaw available for tourists, 1 hour from Butterworth railway station point to Chu Jetty as well. Okay, the next one is internal accessibility. Access to Chu Jetty before UNESCO. There is only one access to Chu Jetty, and it can be accessed by boat or a pedestrian walk. Chu Jetty planks are broken or worn out and construct from the plank and various lengths. The jetty thoroughfare is suitable for pedestrian use only. If bicycle or motorcycle have been brought into the jetty, they are pushed in. Otherwise, they are usually parked in the jetty compound. After UNESCO, also there are one only access to the jetty by boat and by walking. The jetty planks are always maintained by the state government and the resident itself. Accessible for pedestrian use, disabled a motorcycle and also bicycle. They don't allow tourists to come in a group to avoid damage in the area that will occur high cost maintenance. Residents also can park their motorcycle, bicycle in their jetty. The second last one is attraction. As you can see, there are so much different between attraction before and after UNESCO, as such as restaurants, souvenir shop, boat sightseeing, coffee shop, bicycle rental, jetty corporation, and also temple. As I explained before UNESCO, Jetty is only as a survival community whose work is in loading and unloading boat, and a medium in action at the communal celebration of the jetty patron deity's birthday. This celebration will conduct on the moderate scale because of limited fund. They also mainly from the jetty household, a minimum contribution RM1 per household. And after that, after UNESCO, Jetty is the one most tourist attraction in Georgetown, Penang. They also, the current one, they also held the bigger celebration in Malaysian Hockey New Year on 30 January 2023 held in the Jetty area. They celebrate with the greater joy after 2 years of COVID-19 MCO restriction as shown in figure 16. Before UNESCO, figure 9 shows a communal celebration in the Jetty and a toast ceremony demonstrating the diverse Chinese belief in the Jetties. And after UNESCO, Jetty has grown to be a well-liked tourist destination. Visitors walking on the wooden pathway of Jetty are drawn of several row houses that have been converted into the restaurant and are recognized for offering local specialties. Also, a fantastic mural was also painted near Jetty by the street artist Ernest Zachary's as shown in figure 18, who has done a lot of work in Penang. Jetty story is also part of attraction in educational program. Folklore by the Sea is a live theatrical production with thoughtfully corrected live drama as well as interesting story shown in figure 19. Not only a small retail but coffee shop also occur inside the Jetty named signature as No Ice, shown as a figure 20. Hence, for the attraction, they also provide sightseeing boat ride service to enjoy the sea view and scenery photo taking duration 10 minutes for tourists. Okay, the last one is amenities. Before UNESCO, communal washing were localized in the jetty and revolved around the temple. This is the symbolic reference point of the Chu clan jetties. They also construct a temple and a shrines for their respective deities and provided them with a district identities. In the evening, the children play with their friends in the community area, shown is figure 11 and figure 12. After UNESCO, there are two communal players which are at the start and the end of the alley in the jetty. Every communal space they provide place for the community space, shown is figure 23. In order to ensure the red lines of the clan jetties area to face emergency accidents, government provide a new fire hoses and equipment amenities for the Chu jetty. This is increasing protection against emergencies such as fire. The amenities parking before UNESCO are not available and unconditional parking. They can park their car, motorcycle or bicycle everywhere. And after UNESCO, the parking are provided outside of the Chu jetty. There are 20 parking for motorcycle and 50 parking for a car. This parking lot is available for jetties permanent residents who continue to live there. Shown is figure 21. And this is the number of the amenities from the community area, parking, public toilet, washing hand, and also temple. In conclusion, I present you Jetty change dramatically. The result of the study shows significant change in terms of accessibility, attraction, and amenities. Heritage village of the Jetty before and after listed by UNESCO as World Heritage Site in Georgetown, Penang. The importance of Jetty Historical Village has been widely recognized since they were designed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. This indicator displays the percentage of appraised value for commercial properties in the Jetty versus residential properties, which has the most household and it also the most impact. Based on the observation, commercial activities in Jetty increased 80% in a year 2008 until 2022. There are 60% of the building that into a mixed-use property, commercial and residential, and 40% are residential. This has indirectly increased the facilities needed in the area to enhance the tourism industry as well as the end user experience. Thank you so much.